Hi guys, it's Amy. I'm showing you how to use Visme. So right now I'm just logging in and showing you around. I had really great first impressions of Visme and I love it. I used my husband's website to kind of play around with developing graphics using Visme, and we definitely had a lot of fun. You can do a few different things: presentations, infographics, and you can kind of get away with even just some great blog graphics. So I'm sure you know infographics are absolutely wonderful for really creating visuals that are attractive and appealing for your visitors. So I've selected the 4-phase process because he's developing a course for 3D printing, so I figured this might be a fun little graphic for his course. You'll see here I'm playing around with different fonts and I'm kind of struggling with it, but I don't think that's too unique considering it's a really large font for the 3D printing workflow and a really small font for the design to print. So I just don't know if the program is really recognizing what's going on and where I'm trying to click in order to modify the font, the style, the size, etc. But that's such a minor detail, and like I said, I've had that same issue with other programs. So just kind of ignore this. So now I'm delving into the actual graphic part, modifying based on what he has. I'm not really going to go too far into it because that's not really what this video is about. Not to mention I don't want to give his great stuff away. But he has this 3D print workflow. I'm just trying to make it aesthetically line up very well. I did notice that I wasn't really able to add like a 5th column because he has 5 things, and I didn't want to play too far into that and ruin this video, but I did notice I was struggling to do that. I couldn't add more canvas size to the right like I can with the Adobe software. So I'm not even sure if Visme can do that or not. It might, I'm not sure. But for someone that has 4, in case it doesn't, this is great. So as you can see, I am able to add canvas size to the bottom. I just couldn't figure out how to do it to the right. So apologize. This is my first time working with it for the video because I wanted to give like a true like start to finish, never having done it review. I love that it has the ability to align things with borders and rulers. I love that. It's great because, you know, my OCD really likes things that should be centered to be actually centered. I have a really great fine-tuned eye for that, but it's really nice to be like for sure with the borders and rulers. So yeah, that's just me adding my husband's website just in the footer. And again, that's really kind of all I'm going to do for the purposes of this infographic, but I'm kind of showing you that you can just kind of drag and drop different elements and have a lot of fun with it. It's kind of like creating a web page. I feel like if you've ever used Wix or Weebly, which I've done with some clients for my web design business, those are very much drag and drop website builders, and this feels like a drag and drop graphic creation, which is so amazing to have the pre-done elements for you, and then you can just modify them. I did find at this time some struggles with changing some of the icons. So as you can see, I'm just really trying to look for it. I'm pretty sure I can maybe at least change the color. If you, I mean, I can. It's just, it's not. Here you go. On the top of the screen, you can see it. Yeah, I'm pointing to it with the cursor. That's where you change your color. You can add an effect. You can animate it. You can arrange it, duplicate it, add it a link, or delete it. But as I was doing this video at the time of doing it, I was not able to figure out how to just like, I guess I wanted to be able to right click and swap out the icon, which you can do with, for like I said, the Wix or Weebly if you're doing a website, but this is not a website. So that's just me trying to like intuitively do it based on previous experience with other programs. I know they have a wide selection of icons that I can choose, so I can just do it that way. Just delete it and add a new one. So I'm just kind of perfecting it, even though it's still not really the final draft at all. I don't do it in this video, but you'll see me talking about in the blog post that you can create just, so this is an infographic for, like I said, maybe my husband's course. But you can take pieces of these and create just a great blog graphic. You can create a statistics little infographic, or you can see off to the left a little bit some what are they called, like battery percentage, like dial graphics that you've seen in some places, 33% of people type statistic. You can do a few different other things. I really don't want to say officially in a video that it's kind of like a Canva or it's kind of like a PowerPoint, which Visme kind of shows their own comparison to PowerPoint and Canva. It's hard to compare entirely because I feel like their target is different. Here I'm showing you that you can add multiple pages. So like I said, the target audience is kind of different, so you can't really directly compare, but I think that's what most people are going to compare it to, is the Canva out there. See, I found this little fifth icon just kind of hanging out there when I just uploaded the thing, and I didn't quite understand what to do with it now because it was just kind of hanging out in the non-graphic dashboard space. So now I'm adding elements, or adding animations, which I think is really fun. Especially if you're sending a presentation, which presentations might not seem like they're going to fit for a lot of people, but presentations will do really awesome for if you're doing pitches. If you're pitching to brands or potential customers, I think having the animations in a little type presentation would be great for pitches. Still just playing around. This video was originally 20 minutes and I doubled the speed. So I don't do it in this video, but I eventually get rid of that little F that's behind my 3D print workflow. I don't know why I didn't do it at the time. I guess I didn't pay much attention to it. But I guess they're showing that you can put like your brand's icon in a reduced opacity behind. So this video is almost done, but I just wanted to quickly say I was very impressed with Visme. I think they're gonna only just add and increase their ability to provide great creations for you. And here you can download. I downloaded, but you can embed, as you see, share. So I'm really happy with Visme, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Otherwise, like I said, this is Amy Smith from Skillspace. Remember that you can check out my blog anytime. I would love to get your feedback. Oh, and here's the dashboard. Oh, okay, we're done. Bye, guys.